Usually when we talk about lost media, we focus on the shows and movies specifically, less on the medium itself. Today, I'd like to bring attention to lost cable TV footage, as well as terrestrial TV and radio broadcasts. TV recordings specifically seem to have a lack of preservation. Usually, viewers get attached to the shows and movies being aired instead of the channel itself. Most of the time, the shows and movies in question have DVD releases, making a TV recording of a certain episode of the show or movie redundant. Whilst it is true that many obscure shows never got a physical release, making the TV recording of it the only way to watch said show, outside of this situation, TV recordings usually don't get as much attention as the shows themselves. And why would they? Why would one want to sit through a TV recording, cable or terrestrial, with all of the distractions such as the commercials, instead of watching, say, a DVD release? Well, let me give you an example. I often record The Simpsons on TV station Nouveau on UHF Channel 35, which airs Simpsons episodes every weekday from 3:58 to 4:58 p.m. Watching The Simpsons on Nouveau involves seeing the channel logo indent a couple of times, a pop-up of what the next show is going to be, the schedule, and the commercials. Even though I have no interest in revisiting the channel schedule segments or the commercials right now, maybe I will in 10 years, for nostalgia or preservation reasons. I know we all hate commercial breaks, but I'm sure we've all revisited old commercials which stuck with us all these years later. Just look at the ShamWow guy, OxyClean, and more recently, Flex Tape. I'm bringing this up because I felt a bit nostalgic recently and decided to watch old cable TV recordings ranging from the late 2000s up to the mid-2010s. Starting with Télétoon, a Canadian cartoon channel I grew up with, I began my research on the internet. Apart from a few VHS recordings from 2010 with poor audio quality, I really couldn't find much else from that decade. I was surprised to see someone still using their VCR instead of a DVR as late as 2010, but I'm glad they did, because otherwise we may not even see these recordings archived today.
Télétoon Retro is now on Rogers VIP Channel 284. Shaw Cable, check your listings at shaw.ca. Bell TV $5.99. Shaw Direct $5.36. Videotron $1.59. Cogeco $87. For complete channel listings, visit teletoonretro.com.
I'm wondering if this is the reason for the lack of TV recordings available from the 2010s. It seems to be infinitely easier to find TV recordings from eras when VCRs were commonly used to tape TV shows, but significantly harder to find more recent recordings. I wonder if people ever bothered to copy footage from their DVRs. Or perhaps DVR adoption is not as widespread as VCRs once were. I know we never bothered with installing a DVR in the 2010s to replace our VCR. What about you? Do you currently use a DVR? Regardless, I'm kind of disappointed not being able to find 2010's recordings of the Discovery Channel, Télétoon, and other cable channels I used to watch. Some shows I used to enjoy, such as Daily Planet, a science and technology show, which used to air on the Discovery Channel every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, cannot even be found anywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this show has become lost media from inaccessibility. Many clips from the show are available on YouTube, but I can't seem to find many full episodes. This goes without saying that segments like news bulletins, weather, sports, and other live or otherwise obscure channel-specific airings may never be seen again if it weren't for viewers recording at home. Radio recordings are also important to me. Ever since I discovered old recordings of radio station CKOI from 2007 and another from 2012, it brought back cool memories. Obviously, the music being aired is not in danger. What was fun to revisit were the jingles, the DJ telling interesting stories, the weather updates, and even some ads.
Le choc musical, c'est quoi? 307 000 watts de puissance!
The track history is cool as well, as you get to find out what songs are popular at the time of recording. I'm bringing this up specifically because I got nostalgic and wanted to find more CKOI recordings. But similarly to the TV situation, most recordings I could find came from the audio cassette era, when it was common to record radio onto cassette with your boombox. Finding radio recordings from the 2010s is not an easy task, although I notice an increase in recording radio air checks these days, so hopefully the situation won't be as dire anymore. Remember 2 seconds ago when I said that the music being aired is not in danger? Well, I lied. Sort of. Sometimes songs played on the radio has a special radio mix, which may not always be readily available to listen elsewhere. Other songs may be censored to remove swear words, which are not allowed to be spoken on the airwaves. Alternatively, maybe you want to seek the times the word fuck gets spoken on French stations, as they're actually allowed to have the word fuck spoken in song lyrics on the airwaves, as it is not a word in the French dictionary, so technically not a swear word. I love hearing the song Killing in the Name with uncensored fucks on my radio.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me!
Music to my ears. Also, certain stations process the music by running it through a compressor, making the song sound punchier than the song on retail CDs. Some love it, others hate it, but the processed audio may be something an archivist would like to save. So, special radio mixes, station jingles, weather and traffic updates, and ads are the interesting things to archive. We also can't forget about talk stations, which may not carry a publicly available archive online. It kind of bothers me how much lost media exists in the world of TV and radio. In my ideal world, it would be possible to select a specific time and date to watch exactly what has been airing at that time on a selected TV channel. Of course, such system could never fully exist today due to the lack of recordings. For now, we will have to make do with the archives you currently have access to. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.